Hey, Dylan here from DBH Productions. So I'm just making this video here today to explain consumer behavior and concept and activities that are a part of my everyday life. But first, a word from our sponsors. Raid Shadow Legends is one of the biggest multiplayer role-playing games of 2020, and it is free. Click on the link below and use the code I'mASellout20 in your registration and gain 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program. And lastly, I would like to say thank you to Raid for bankrolling this video. Now back to the video. But firstly, what is a consumer behavior? So basically, a consumer behavior or behaviors are processes involved when people or groups select, purchase, or use, etc., products, services, ideas, or experiences to satisfy one of their needs or desires. And the behavior I've chosen to explain to all of you guys today is materialism. Materialism is the importance people attach to worldly possessions, meaning as an individual, you value items as being a visible symbol of success. For example, buying a Rolex watch to show off your status/wealth to all your friends. Furthermore, this behavior impacts how one interacts with other individuals, as individuals with this trait tend to emphasize the well-being of the individual versus the group, for example. Someone with this trait may sacrifice their relationship with their family or friends just so they can afford a fancy item. This usually results in people with the trait being less happy in life. Furthermore, this behavior impacts our society as a whole, as most countries that have a heavily dominated capitalistic society such as Australia and the United States tend to be classified as a highly materialistic society, as one individual's wealth and the status are more important than the society/the group or the community. For example, have a look at the approach some nations have used in the current COVID crisis to deal with the economic damage, e.g. tax breaks versus stimulus packages. Two great examples is look at, say, the US and Australia versus what Vietnam did. The results are quite drastic in the variation. But how does this behavior impact my life? Well, I'm going to show you a few of my items and explain the background and my reasoning for owning them, or what they mean to me in the context of materialism, e.g. showing off my success, my hard work, or the wealth I once had, or that I'm a part of some cool group. So the first item I'm going to show to you guys today to explain how materialism impacts my life. This is the latest Samsung S5 series of smartwatches that I got this year for my birthday. This watch means a lot to me as the smartwatch was very expensive, and since I'm a very self-conscious person, when it comes to health, as I was once obese as a kid, this watch has impacted my life heavily. This Samsung watch represents 3 main points to me to show off my success with, such as losing weight or the status of the watch, e.g. how much it's worth. And that is wealth, tech, and fitness. As this watch was very expensive, and the value of the item results in the level of care I use, e.g. my cheap computer mouse, gets traded way worse versus, say, my Samsung S20 Plus phone. And I like to sometimes wear stuff like this watch out with my mates to, sort of show that bling bling with the boys. Secondly, the tech, as I can show off when I buy a Dare coffee to satisfy my crippling iced coffee addiction at Coles by using my watch to tap and go and make the people go, wow, that's cool, he's using his watch to pay for his items. Or make a laggo go, that ain't right. And last is fitness. As I'm in the process currently of trying to lose a lot of weight at the moment, and this watch is allowing me to do this, and it's by wearing this every day, I show to the people around me that I take my fitness very seriously. Second item I'm going to show to you guys today that means a lot to me in the context of materialism is the first ever meme shirt I bought. I got it as I wanted to show off to the people at nightclubs and pubs that I watch religiously and I'm a huge fan of the Friendly Jordy show, an Australian comedian known for paying out the Liberal government with the party, the Liberal government, and that I care about politics a lot. As well, it had the plus side of agitating boomers when I would be out with my mates for drinks or food at, say, Cronulla RSL. And then there is my pair of Air Jordans. These were very expensive shoes when I bought them nearly 2 years ago. I bought these shoes so I could show to the people that I like wearing expensive shoes and that I care about my appearance, as well that I was a basketball fan, e.g. going for the Chicago Bulls. And there is my PC, my magnum opus. This item was very expensive and was a milestone/achievement for hard work. This is a very important item to me as I wanted to be a true gamer in the gamer community. As I grew up during the console wars between Microsoft and Sony as a kid, and I saw that some of my mates and favourite YouTubers that had expensive rigs, meaning that they had expensive computers, were running games at very high resolutions that blew my fragile mind as a kid. So I worked a retail banking job full time for 3 years before I started uni so I could afford it. And now that I've built it, nearly 2 years old now, it's sort of like a status or a symbol for me for all that hard work and sacrifices I made to afford this. As well, it's a great symbol of the subculture that I like to be represented a part of, e.g. the gaming community, as this item shows people how much hard work I put in, such effort, and that I'm a true gamer. That's all, folks. Hopefully you learned something about materialism and got to see a small dive or / window into my digital world and the importance I have of some items and what they mean to me in the context of materialism. But just to wrap it up, so materialism is basically the importance, say, I as an individual have on items I own, e.g. my computer, my shirt, my shoes, my watch, etc. And that I use these items to be a symbol of success or being a part of a certain group or to show off hard work and dedication. So it is somewhat of a negative and a positive trait, as it can be a positive trait for the self. Say you've been doing a lot of sacrificing, say working overtime and stuff, just to get to that end goal. But on the negative, basically when you get that item, maybe it doesn't, say, satisfy all that hard effort and work you put in, so you feel empty. So basically, you could gain happiness in life or not be happy at all from these items. And don't forget to tune in next week as we cover another consumer behaviour and how it impacts me, known as the extended self. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, guys. Peace.